Good morning, you guys. We are at the TA truck stop in Tekonsha, Michigan. Tekonsha, I'm not familiar with it either. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're not. Alright, so as you see here, we're in southern Michigan, along the I-69 corridor, in between I-94. I-94 is the one that goes across the southern part of Michigan. Goes through Ann Arbor and Detroit. Now we're in between there and the Indiana line. Wait on this U.S. Express to make this turn. Technically, I think this is supposed to be the entrance only. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be making a pickup this morning. At least I'm hoping we will. After yesterday's fiasco, let's just hope it doesn't go the same way. If you guys missed it, I deadheaded 300 miles from Fort Wayne, Indiana up to Traverse City, Michigan, which I mistakenly referred to Traverse City as being in the Upper Peninsula. I didn't know that, because I'm not very super familiar with Michigan geography. I didn't know that what actually the divided line is between UP and LP, as they call it, is basically the Mackinac Bridge. Now, the Mackinac Bridge is way up there at the top of what you would think is mainland Michigan, I guess. What is that? Up by Lake Superior and the other one, I think Lake Huron or whatever it is. I don't know. I forget. I tend to get the Great Lakes mixed up. I know Lake Michigan's over on the west side of Michigan. Lake Erie's on the east side. And then up above them, I believe it's Superior on the west, and then Huron on the right. But I might have something like that. And then I know Lake Ontario, they call it Ontario because it's actually in Canada, in Ontario province. But anyway, yeah, I guess I got educated by people on TikTok on that. I had no idea before. I remember my first time ever hearing about the UP, it was from a coworker in the Air Force who was from Michigan, and when she was mentioning the UP, I'm like, what do you mean the UP? And she goes, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in Michigan anymore. So, then she explained that means Upper Peninsula. Alright, anyway, yeah, so that was a bit of a fiasco. Get all the way up there, drove right through here on the way up. It was only an hour drive from Fort Wayne to here, only to find out that an appointment time was never set for the pickup, and I'd have to pay money to get worked in. So my dispatcher, actually our CSR said, nope, go ahead and let's have you do something else. So they sent me back down this way. I ran a good, probably a little over 500 miles on that last shift, just to go a place that was not even 70 miles away from where I started. Actually, I kind of feel bad for my company, though, because they were, because I'm going to get paid either way. And actually, I like deadhead routes because I get paid whether the miles are loaded or empty. As long as I'm dispatched on the miles, we're good. So 500 or so miles of driving like that on an empty trailer, and it's, I'm getting probably like 9-10 miles per gallon with an empty trailer. Hell yeah, we're there, dude. You can dispatch me all month long like that if you want. But not so good for the company because they're eating up the cost on that one. I don't know. I don't know if it was their mistake or the broker's mistake on not scheduling the pickup. But if it's the broker, which was Uber Freight, then they'll. I imagine that Hirschbach will probably invoice Uber Freight for screwing that up. Anyway, so we're going to be making this pickup at Clemens Food Group, right over here in Coldwater. Supposed to be a drop and hook. Yeah, like yesterday's was. Yesterday's customer was not that big a facility, and I don't even think we have drop trailers there. So I'm like, how in the hell we do drop hook here? Anytime it's an obscure facility like this one, I'm a little bit more skeptical on whether it really is going to be a drop and hook or not. I should have probably turned my reefer unit on just in case. But if my load info says it's a drop and hook, I'm gonna treat it like it's a drop and hook. If you guys should be telling me the proper information if it's not. I shouldn't be having to find out the hard way at the customer that it's that it's something else. Now, drop and hooks can turn into live loads though when they don't have the equipment available to load you with. Like say they want to preload you but they don't have a trailer to do it with, then yeah, you show up, it'll turn into a live load. Or also, like at Walmart and Colton or some other places, they might have trailers there, but if they're not already in the process where they've assigned a trailer to your particular load yet, and then you show up, then your drop and hook will actually, your planned drop and hook will turn into a live load. So they'll just tell you stay hooked up to your trailer, and we'll call you when a doctor is available. All right, so I think we got one more exit to go. We're gonna have to kind of basically use one of the other roads a little bit off from I-69 to get over to the customer. All right, so on another note, I get a kick sometimes out of when I'm interacting with food service people and I pronounce something a certain way because it's the proper way to pronounce it, or it's just the Spanish way to announce it, which, as you know, my wife's a Spanish speaker, and she'll give me the right act if she hears me pronouncing a Spanish word in American way, even though she'll sometimes sarcastically or funny, just being funny, humorous, whatever, intentionally pronounce some of her own words wrong, like the stupid American way, if you will. So I'm used to pronouncing Spanish words the way Spanish speakers, naturally, most Spanish speakers, I would say, because they have different dialects and accents, just like Americans do. If you don't know that. So yesterday, I'm at that Subway that you saw right there across the street from the TA that we just left, and I'm telling the guy I want to order a Mexicali, and he's like, huh? And then I didn't know that their menu changed about a month ago, where they took some of the items off, and two of my favorites, which are both rotisserie chicken items, the Great Garlic and the Mexicali, or as Americans would call it, the Mexicali. They took both those off the menu and put two other things on there, and so, but I'm used to calling it the way as a regular Mexican would, because my wife's Mexican. I'm not, pronouncing it the same way my wife would, pretty much. And the guy was like, the same thing. And so I was like, oh, my bad. I was like, it's a Spanish word. And I got a Spanish-speaking wife. I don't say Spanish words the way most average Americans will pronounce it. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it seemed like it was a pretty good cordial conversation, actually, a little bit there. Then I was joking, telling him about how every time I go, I might eat at Arby's, and it's not uncommon when I go to Arby's, I'll order a Greek hero. And you know, and every time I do that, they're like, a what? It's a Greek hero. Okay, so Greeks also pronounce that word. Looks like gyro to an American, but Greeks and Spanish speakers alike usually pronounce that word hero or hero. So it throws them off. I'm like, well, let's use our brain here. I said Greek. What on your menu is Greek except for the Greek gyro? So, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what I'm telling you in a different kind of way than you're used to hearing. And I've had that happen at least 2 or 3 times with Arby's people. Last time I was in Indiana, I don't remember where, but I stopped at a truck stop in Indiana that had an Arby's and ordered that, and the woman was like, huh? What? I was like, oh, you mean gyro? I'm like, no, it's a hero. That's the way. No offense, but it's like you're pronouncing it the stupid, uneducated American way. I'm not calling her stupid, but you know, if you're not, if you're just not educated, you're gonna be kind of stupid, I guess, in a way, or ignorant. Really, yeah. Stupid is when you know what how it is, but you still do something anyway that's wrong. Ignorant is when you just don't know any better. You're not educated or trained or experienced or whatever it is on whatever it is, and you just don't know, and you have to learn from it. All right, yeah. Look at all these trucks parked over here at the porn shop. Oh, you kind of wonder how many of them are actually patronizing the store. And I don't think it matters. We all have our sexual needs. Anyway, that's adult conversation, kids. All right, we're gonna turn right here on Fisk Road. Clemens Food Truck Entrance. Perfect. That's exactly where I'm going to. All right, I see a tanker coming this way, but looks like this isn't too bad a turn. Yeah, this looks like very doable there. Don't have very little amount of their lane I have to use. Alright, what else we got here? Okay, I guess we'll be turning on to Newton Road, or no. No, actually we can... Why is it, oh wait, no, we'll turn on this first street over here on the right, and I remember there was a pin for the truck entrance and then another pin for the regular, the main location, whatever. So that's why you kind of see two. The red one that I'm actually targeting, and then the one that's before it. I don't know which one's the truck side. I forget. I'd have to zoom in a little further. But yeah, right here where this truck is coming out of, this Hell Trucking. I'm going to turn here. So we're not supposed to come from the other side, huh? So I'm glad I turned the way I turned, because I thought about going the other way. Dude, you can make the turn, you know. You can pretty clearly see that I'm turning right. I got my turn signal on. Alright, trucks here. Oh, trucks have right of way. Check with security before proceeding. Reflective vest required. Okay. Let's find out if they want tandems back also. Please stay in your truck. Okay. Alright guys, we are checked in here. I'm still scratching my head at what exactly she said there at the, over by where the shipping office is at. sounded like steer away or something. Like, but then I'm like, why would I wade with no trailer? I don't know. I don't know. It was kind of quick, I guess. Alright, so we're going to be making a left turn right here. We're actually on the other side of the wash bay here. Go all the way down to the drop yard, the pretty good sized drop lot over. It's a pretty large place. Looks pretty evident what we're picking up based on what I see in front of us. A lot of a lot of bull haulers. And got tankers here as well. Alright, so it's pretty good, actually a pretty decent sized facility. I'm not familiar with the company name though, so I'm like, where the hell am I at? So I guess it's a beef shipper based on that. I mean, it could be hogs too, but more likely beef. Usually hogs and cows are shipped in similar but different types of trailers. The hog trailers tend to have just I don't know, a little bit of difference in how they look compared to the bull trailers. So those look like bull trailers there. Alright, she said drop it anywhere in that area over there. I see a her spot right there almost in front of us, and then see a couple of other. I'm also eyeballing the trailers to see how many have tandems back and how many don't. A good number have the tandems back, but I do think I see some with the tandems forward, but most of them are back, so I'm wondering if I should yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and you know what, yeah, I think these are loaded. Yeah, and she had mentioned over on this end here, so let's go over here just to be sure I don't get yelled at for putting it on the wrong side here. Yeah, that'll work. Nobody here, but I'm still going to roll my windows down because you never know. Trans Am, Western Flyer. I want to err on the side of this guy here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that worked perfectly. So I wanted to be sure I wasn't going to get too close to the one on my blind side. Yep, we have a winner. Just trying to get it a little bit better position. Alright, go and get these tandem slid first, and then we'll drop it. Alright guys, we're disconnected here, or I hope we are. It sounded like we are. Let's make sure it actually is. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Shut up. Don't need to hear that shit. Warning, something's in your right side blind spot. Right. Okay, so I think we check in over here on the west end of this side over here. I'm guessing we're gonna park over by where this other guy is or something. I don't know. As long as we're out of the way. Yeah, look, there's a couple spots over here I can, yeah, I'm just gonna go and just temporarily park over here in this last spot. And where's the shipping office? I mean, that looks like the door to get into that warehouse, but is there, okay. That platform has more to it. Like, so I'm guessing you go up the stairs right there and make a left. And then, because there's a way to get in that office there. Alright, let's get checked in and see what's the status of our reload. Alright guys, let's go. That was a really quick and easy check-in process. I just told her the 7-digit pickup number, and then pretty quickly she gave me the bills for my load, told me sign and date it and give it back, and then she gave me my copy and off I went. My loaded is right here, so really short trip over. 301, I think it was 123, yeah. Okay. Speaking of this, those of you guys who are maybe trying to learn how to do this with squaring up with the trailer, I usually start my turn toward to line up with the trailer when the front of my truck is just about to the near end of the trailer that I want to hook to. There are different ways to do it, but that's the way I do it. The timing of your steering and the speed of the truck also can affect it though. Alright, we got hooked up. I had to raise my airbags up because I wasn't feeling the trailer pushing down on my suspension at first, but I had definitely good pressure after I raised the bags. Alright, let's do I'm gonna get my pre-trip done and make sure everything's hunky-dory, and then we'll get rolling. Alright guys, let's get checked out of here now. We're good enough. Definitely not something you see every day on a pre-trip, but we can get that load safely there with it like that. I just definitely wouldn't want to keep it that way. Let's see where this guy wants to go first. Okay, he's gonna go around the outside of me. Around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. 2 trailer park girls will run the outside. Disrespect. Come on. You guys know that one. Eminem. Alright, so we can make this a little bit quicker. Let's talk about where this one's going to. It is going to, I think it's going to Oakland, Iowa. I can't remember, Oakland Cold Storage or whatever the hell the place is called, I can't remember. The city name is in the name of the customer, as I recall, but I don't remember the exact name. But yeah, Oakland, Iowa. You know, I originally thought, because I didn't zoom in and look to see where exactly Oakland was, I thought I was seeing it just east of Des Moines. I think I even mentioned that yesterday on my my other video. But then when I was talking to my friend John about telling him about where I was going, he said, "Oh yeah, it's over by where US 6 and US 59 meet up over there on over in western Iowa, not too far from Omaha and Council Bluffs." I'm like, "Oh, like wait a minute, I thought it was by Des Moines." And then because then I was also like, wait a minute, because it's like 600-mile trip from here to there, and like it wasn't quite computing to me how in the hell Des Moines could be 600 miles from here. It didn't. I figured it'd be up there, but not that much. But no, Des Moines is like 100 miles or so before that. So That made perfectly good sense. I ended up looking on the map and seeing exactly what he was talking about. It's a little bit south of I-80, I don't know, 10, 15 miles if I had to guess, maybe 20 at most. And yeah, I would kind of put it east-southeast of Council Bluffs, which is right on the other side of the river from Omaha. Alright, we're gonna get checked out here, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say it is a heavy load, and by the way, I was wrong about what it was. It's not a beef load, it's actually a pork load. Well, I mean, looking at the now I'm seeing that trailer, the truck coming in the lot. It does look like it could be a big hog trailer, but anyway, yeah, it's definitely a pork load. It's a heavy one, 40,000 pounds. So I'm gonna want to scale it. The options are either to go back to the TA that we just came from and scale it there. It's probably the closest one, or just go south. It's only like 15 or so miles to get to Fremont, Indiana, right there at the state line. There's a Petro and a Pilot both over there. I can always scale it at either one of those locations. And I'm going to go down toward I-80 anyway, so I'm going to probably just go ahead and scale it in Fremont, and then if there are no problems, I'm already right where I need to be. It's not that many, it's only a few more miles going that way to come back here if I do need to get reworked. So that's what's up, alright. It's due tomorrow, so probably be vlogging that one too, since it's another obscure customer to me, and one that I've never been to. So we'll see you guys then, right? Thanks for watching this. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you then.